Okay, so I got the camera ready, and now we're going to get the fresh urine sample for my test. So the first one I'm going to do is the, oops, I'm holding it wrong, is the HGC test. So I have the fresh sample, and I'm going to stick it in there, as you can see, to the line. Okay, and it's turning. Okay, it looks like it's filled up. All right, so I don't want to see the result just yet. So I'm going to stick it inside of the container, and then we'll give it a couple seconds to register, and we'll learn the result together. Okay, so that's the first one. Next one is the rapid response pregnancy test. You see that? First response, rapid response pregnancy test. This one has 2 lines if you're pregnant. You see that? 2. It shows, let me see, I'm trying to see it. Sorry. Okay, there we go. It will show 2 lines if you're pregnant, 1 line if you're not. So I'm taking off the cap, and I am dipping this in the jar, in the sample, and letting it fill up. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Sorry. Okay, it's reading it now, so I'm just making sure it has the full sample. So it's going across. It's almost there. Okay, that one's reading, so I'm going to put it in the container, and we'll learn together. Oh, let me flip it over like that. Okay. Okay, and this last one is the okay. This is the first response digital pregnancy test. Can you see that? Try to turn it so you can see it. This is the Premier first response Premier response pregnancy test, and this will say it will say pregnant, not pregnant. Okay, so I'm going to dip this end in the sample and let it register. Okay. Okay, so it's thinking. I see the clock going, so I'm going to cover it up, put it back in the container. Okay, so here's the instructions. So according to this, okay, look at step 1. Oh, so nervous. I haven't done a pregnancy test. Okay, so it says step 1. So I held it in the absorbent tip in the urine sample. Okay, I did that. Step 2, while still holding the stick, I put the cap over it. So now I have to wait approximately 3 minutes. So, all right, on my phone. Okay, so we got 3 minutes to kill. So right now I'm at 4:44. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little talking. We'll kill some time. And for the rapid response test, what is it saying here? I have to wait seeing the results. Rapid response, I only need 1 minute. All right, so in the HGC, well, I think it's about 3. So anyway, we're going to give it 3 minutes. We're at almost to the 1 minute mark. So while I'm killing some time, I'm going to go ahead and dump out my sample. So give me 1 second. All right. And yeah, so how am I feeling this morning? One, I've had this, my sister gave me this beautiful shirt. She gave it to me last year, I think it was, or maybe earlier this year, when I told her I was getting ready to start preparing, when I was having my fibroid, my myomectomy surgery, to get rid of my fibroids, and, you know, that I was going to do my 5th transfer. So my sister has been so supportive since the beginning, since 2019, when I really decided that I was going to go after it and take my money, use all my FSA, my medical, all of my expenses at that time. I had been researching for years and going back and forth about pulling the plug, but I decided in the beginning of 2019 that I wasn't going to wait. At that time, I was 46. Yeah, I just turned 40. I was 45 going on 46, and I was like, I can't wait any longer. You know, I was like, ideally I want to wait until I get married to have a baby, but I just haven't met the right person, and my fertility time window it's the sands of the hourglass. I had like a little sliver of time left, so I'm like, I'm going after it. I'm going to become a single mom by choice, and I joined a single mom by choice group. At that time, I was living in Charlotte, but in previous years, I have been thinking about it really seriously since 2014. And I had joined a single moms group, and I was living in DC and in Virginia. And through some of the women that I met there, they told me about different fertility clinics. And I happened to do some research and found out about CNY Fertility. They are the most affordable IVF program in the United States, and maybe possibly in the world. It's they have, the beautiful thing about CNY Fertility is that they do not have an age cutoff. So you can be, you know, 50s, 60s. I know right now they currently have a woman that's 54 and currently pregnant using donor embryos. So they also, CNY also has their own egg donors that they source from Syracuse and the neighboring city. So they do provide their own egg donor bank with fresh donors. You can also get frozen embryos if you like. And I got my sperm donor. I did some research and I found 3 clinics, sperm clinics that I like. One of the most popular one is California Cryobank. When I looked at the time, that was in 2019, they didn't have that many African-American male donors. So I can tell you from all the research, I looked at California Cryobank, I looked at Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax. I was living near Fairfax, Virginia. They're one of the top 3 or 4 sperm banks in the country. They had Fairfax Sperm Clinic and Zytec in Atlanta, their sperm bank. They had the most African-American sperm donors when I did my research in 2019. I could tell you the least was Seattle. Even though Seattle is one of the top ranked in California Cryobank, I can tell you there's a great need. So any of these men watching, if you, please, we need more African-American sperm donors. So I thank you for all the ones who have donated and continue to donate, but get the word out there. There's so many African-American women of color who are, you know, taking the initiative, preserving their fertility, creating their families. And so it's, there's a huge need right now for sperm donors. So at the time in 2019, when I was doing my research, California Cryobank, they had about, I want to say it was less than 10 sperm donors at the time. Seattle Sperm Bank had 4 or 5. And there was a waiting list. Fairfax had the most. I had been looking at Fairfax for a couple of years. And so there was they had about maybe 25 sperm donors, African-American sperm donors, which was really exciting. I had about 4 or 5 on my little wait list, pending list that I was looking at. And then I found out about Zytec. So when I initially started looking at sperm donors, in February, they had that weekend, they had a special, and I was able to look on Zytek for free and get all the information on the sperm donors. And I could hear the audio interview they did with the sperm donor. There was photos. And when I looked at the sperm donor profile that I picked, I ended up getting my sperm donor from Zytek in Atlanta. And when I read his profile, and one of my good friends who's a single mom by choice, she gave me some of the best advice. She said, when you're picking out a sperm donor to look at it as pick someone that you would want to date, you know, or be married to in real life. Like, just like you're doing like, you know, a dating app. Like Bumble, or, you know, Black People Meet, or, you know, Match.com, or, you know, look at it as that. So that's exactly what I did. And when I looked on Zytek and saw this person's profile, it had all the qualities. When I heard his voice, I was like, oh my goodness, I would definitely want to date and marry this person in real life. So when I looked, you know, at the time, he had like, his samples were almost gone. He had like 2 vials left, and I found it like on a Sunday, and you know, the office was closed. So Monday morning I was in my car, and I called Zytek first thing, because I mean, you have to race to get them sperm. When you see a sperm and it's available, especially African American, you got to call right then and try to get it. So I called first thing that morning, the sperm bank, Zytek, and they said yes, but those 2 vials are still. I actually had 1. He has 1 vial left, and I said, I'll take it, and I got it. And that's how I got my sperm donor. So also my sperm donor, well, I'll leave that private. There's some really more information about him. What I will say is that he released to be a known donor. So when my child turns 18, if my child desires to know and meet his sperm donor or his donor siblings, my child would be able to have that. So, all right, we're at the 3-minute mark, and now we can see the results of my pregnancy test. So, all right, we're going to start with the cheapie, the HGC test. So I'm taking it out of the container, and I see, oh my God, I see a very faint line, 2 lines. Can you see that? Let's see, right there. There is a very, very faint 2 lines right there. I'm trying to keep it steady. It's definitely a 2nd line. So, all right, I see the 2nd line. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're going to do the rapid, the rapid first response. This will have 1 line or 2 lines. So I'm going to show it to you first, and then I'll see it for myself. Okay. All right, so you see it first, and now I'm going to look at it. So, oh my God, it's clear. Oh my God. I'm definitely pregnant. Oh my goodness, do you see that? It's 2 lines. This is the first response, rapid response. And I hear so many people on the Single Mom by Choice groups saying this is the preferred test when you're doing a pregnancy test. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Oh my God. Okay, and now the last one, the biggie, which is the premier first response, rapid response. We'll say pregnant or not pregnant. We already saw the first 2 said yes, so I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to show it to you first. Okay, so, oh, you got that result. There it is. I'm going to turn around, look at it, and it says yes. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, I already knew it was official from the blood test, but now I have 3 pregnancy tests that says yes. So your girl I'm pregnant. Your girl's officially pregnant. It was already official yesterday with the blood test, but now at home in the privacy of my bathroom and 3 different tests confirmed I am pregnant. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I mean, I cried yesterday, so I'm so happy. I can't cry today. I mean, I boohoo bawled yesterday, and I'm not going to fake it and cry because I'm so happy. I'm so elated that right now there's no tears. This is joy. I've worked, oh my goodness, I'm just so grateful. Thank you, Jesus. You all know I've kept the faith for so long, so many years. This desire has been in my heart to be a mom since really, oh my goodness, since my teenage years, early 20s, I've wanted to be a mom. But as I mentioned, you know, I'm Christian and I had, you know, very traditional upbringing, and I kept feeling like I had to wait until I got married. But, you know, we know dating these days, it's just difficult, it's hard. And so when I got into my 40s, early 40s, as I was, unfortunately, I had fibroids. I had 3 myomectomy surgeries I ended up having to have. And just being able to keep my uterus in 2008, I had an 8-centimeter fibroid. And at that time, they were talking about taking my womb. And I had very good insurance at that time. And I was able to go to 4 doctors. And I found a doctor who saved my womb and removed the fibroid, and still, because I was like, no, I want a baby. I'm doing everything I can to keep my uterus. And I'm so grateful to that doctor. His name was Nathan Berger in Baltimore, Maryland. God bless him. He saved my womb. He removed my fibroids. Ended up having a second. The fibroids returned in 2011. Had to have another myomectomy at that time. I was in a relationship, and I decided, you know, still waiting. And he was like, you can't wait much longer. These fibroids will grow back. And so I pulled the plug, as I mentioned a moment ago, in 2019. I had, you know, was in menopause, and I was like, it's now or never. So I'm so happy. This has been like, in my heart and in my mind, it's been a 10-year plus journey. But actually, physically going through the process, 2019, I started. So 20, 21, it's 2020. It's been a 3-year journey, 3 years. And this is my 5th transfer. My first transfer was a chemical, and the next 3 all failed. And then I found out my fibroid had grown back, and it was too large from all the hormones I was taking from my previous transfers. I did a UFE and uterine fibroid implantation, and then in 2021, and then in January 2022, I ended up having my 3rd myomectomy and having my fibroid removed. I had to wait 3 months, my reproductive endocrinologist said, and as soon as I was healed, so the end of March, he said, everything looks great, let's go get it. So let me tell you, the summary of this message is that persistence pays off. Persistence pays off. Ladies, families, couples, all who are on this fertility journey, stay in faith. I know it gets hard. There have been so many days I've cried, you know, oh my goodness, but I kept the faith. I was determined. I didn't care who supported me, who didn't. This was a personal journey for myself and between me and God. And I knew the desires in my heart. And I'm so happy to say that right now, it looks like this is my season, and this girl is going to be a mom. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, I have my 2nd beta. I'll be keeping this, and it might be in this video or the next video because the video is getting long. But stay tuned. Thank you all for your support, for your words of encouragement. It worked. It worked. So stay in faith, stay positive. I hope that my life can be an inspiration and a testimony to God's goodness and how your hard work and persistence and everything. Don't give up your dreams. Go after your goal and go after your happy. I love you all. I'm pregnant, y'all. I'm pregnant. By blood and by urine. Confirm, confirm, confirm. 4 times. Your girl is pregnant. So I will see you on the next video. Love y'all. Bye.